Ron, we've welcomed your new Chief Executive Ben Kensell to the football club. There was obviously a long period between the last CEO departing and Ben being appointed. First of all, what made Ben the right person? Because there was a long period for you to decide who you wanted in that role.
Well, we took our time. The truth is we did an extensive kind of search just to see who was out there, what the possibilities were. We put together a board committee to begin the process and to kind of take us through it. I think the big gratitude and thanks to the committee, the search committee that we put together, led by Brian Houston. We actually, I think, were very meticulous in our search. And I have to say, we were very excited about finding Ben and being able to bring him to Hibs, because I think he's an exceptional choice for the club, who I think can really lead us and take us to the next level. I think when you look at Ben, his experience, his approach to collaborative work, just his vision and strategic thinking around football, and I think more than anything, he has pedigree, football pedigree, and I think that's going to come through in the work that he's going to do here at Hibs.
What was that process like when you're looking for a new CEO? Obviously, there's loads going on behind the scenes as well. What was that like from your perspective?
Well, again, we took several steps. So we were very, again, methodical in the way we approached it. We looked at many candidates. When we finally had an opportunity to talk to Ben, it became very clear to us that he was an exceptional choice. And the fact that he was interested, I think it was really a very refreshing and exciting for us that he thought Hibs would be a very, very good fit for him. So when that became a possibility for us, we pursued that. But we had an opportunity to talk to many very good candidates. But ultimately, I think we made the right choice.
Now Ben is in place, how will that help us as a football club progress and develop?
Well, I think, at the end of the day, I should say this is a good opportunity for me to thank Greg McEwen and Chris Gaunt, Sheila, Graham, the leadership of the club, because for the last 8 months, 9 months, they have stepped up and really kind of kept the club going. We've addressed many day-to-day issues, as you have in any business. And on top of that, we've also been able to advance some of our strategic initiatives. So that's been very, very positive. But ultimately, having a CEO with a kind of a permanent on a kind of in a permanent role, I think is an important thing. And I think the rest of the team is going to rally around him. And I think we're going to essentially, one of my feelings is that we're going to have, in my opinion, one of the top executive teams in Scottish football. And I think, you need that to be successful. It's all about having a great team. So I think we've put together a great team at Hibs, and we're going to continue to build on that.
And now he is in place. What's your vision for this football club, and how will you work together to achieve that?
Well, one of the early meetings that we had with Ben was to share a little bit of the strategic vision that we presented to supporters and to the club almost 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. I think he shares some of the ambition that we have, and I think he brings the insights on how we can execute effectively on all those kind of goals that we've set for ourselves in every aspect, not only on the football side, which is very important, but also on the business side. And if we can make those two work together, because they're kind of symbiotic, a good business unit helps the football unit, a good football unit helps the business unit. So if we can have the whole club working together in efficiently and cohesively, I think it's going to be a great thing for the club.
Absolutely. And how close will you two be working together?
I think we're going to be close, as you have to be, when you're kind of in the relationship that we have. I think obviously it's important for me to give Ben space so that he can do what he needs to do. I have been a little bit more hands-on over the last 8 months, and actually since I arrived. But I think it's time for me to take a step back and be more of a supportive role, kind of look at the strategic direction of the club, look at the financial impacts of things that are happening, but on kind of on a day-to-day management and how we lead the club. I think it'll be up to Ben to kind of guide us.
Yeah, and just a word on the upcoming season. Obviously, it was a successful one last year. This time around, you've got to be optimistic.
I'm very optimistic. Always excited. A little nervous when we get to games, but always excited. I mean, I think we had a great season last year. I know there was a couple of disappointments here and there, but overall, it was a phenomenal season. And I think we just need to build on that. I'm very excited about the recruiting that we did this summer. I mean, bringing Daniel Mackay is good. Jake Doyle-Hayes is also a very good one. Chris Mueller is, I think, an exciting addition to our squad. Extending Jack was another step in the right direction. So the building blocks for us to have a solid team, are good. And I think we can just continue to build on that.
Absolutely. It'll certainly be an exciting year ahead. Ron, thank you for speaking to us.
Thank you.